Hi and welcome to Makeup Mugwump. These are the first words I've spoken today. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I've got weird hair parts I've just seen. That's cute. This is going to be the most chaotic video ever because I have no plan. I just woke up and it's Tuesday and my software system at work upgraded yesterday, and my team is the team that helps people when the software system upgrades. So yesterday was crazy. Today is likely going to be crazy. See how we do this? This is a little product I got from Styvana. It's called a quick hair cover stick. It's one of those things in life that once you get old enough, if it bothers you, fix it. If it doesn't bother you, don't worry about it. It's a little thing. And sometimes it bothers me and sometimes it doesn't. So I bought this little thing, and if it bothers me, then I do something. And if it doesn't, then I don't. It's a natural brown. That's all it is. Welcome to the club. Okay. I haven't even done like skincare. Listen, if you're here because you thought this is now gone, great. Because you thought this was going to be some sort of, look at all the little moisture beads now in my face and hair. You thought this was going to be a professional video where someone comes on here and they tell you about products and they know all the proper names and the prices, and this ain't it. This ain't it, baby. What this is a crazy woman who works for a living, who just started her period this morning, facts, and whose husband I think is at the grocery store, but I don't know. He could have run away. He literally could be now halfway to Tijuana to enjoy the rest of his life instead of being here in Chaos Land. And who really loves makeup, but needs to clean her vanity. That's what kind of channel you found. And if you are my family of people that have been here from the get-go, I'm going to be fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. I don't know what to do next for, oh, I know. I need to use this bad boy. Okay, so check this out. So this little thing here, I've not messed with, right? Because I'm not supposed to. This one right here on my lip line, I did. And then I put a patch on last night and the devil came. I mean, like, it was disgusting. So lip line is the devil, is what we've learned. I'm in a mood, okay? Also, my bow is adorable because it's a Hello Kitty shirt. And so I put it on the opposite side so that it's called balance, people. Told you I was in a mood. Okay. What have we put on our face? Something moisturizing? Perfect. Should we put something good for us? Absolutely perfect. So yeah, crazy at work, but not in a bad way. I mean, we upgrade once a year, and yesterday was the day. So it's been a while coming and we were prepared for it, but it's just a little bit like shake hands with an octopus. You just keep on going, you know? Never ended. Today I hope we'll be calmer, but we'll see. You know, you never know what you're gonna get. I need to do an empties video because that thing over there is got a lot of stuff in it. It has quite a bit of stuff in it. So remind me, you're now my Jiminy Cricket. Let's put some sunscreen on. This is the Shiseido Urban Environment Sun Dual Care. This is the Fresh Moisture Hyaluronic. It's SPF 42. This I got I was gifted this from Influencer a while back, and just to review or whatever, and I like it a lot. Yes, you need this much. I work from home, and I am a homebody, so I don't go anywhere, like, which is great because the Rona is still here. But I go outside. Well, I work by a window, number one. Number two, I go outside to talk to my flowers every day and like put water in the water bath. Mr. Mugwump is laughing if he's watching this video because he normally does the water in the water bath, the bird bath, because, and then he complains about it. But whatever, it's fine, honey. I can lie to the internet and say I do it. Some days I do it. Most days I don't. Garden is looking fabulous. I have a pollinator garden in the front of my house. So most everything planted there has been chosen because it feeds pollinators. And so I've got lots of bumblebees and butterflies and hummingbirds, and there's frogs, and we have a bird feeder, and we have a house finch who has nested on our front porch. She's in her second round of babies this spring. And so it's, anyway, I just love my front yard. I went on the National Wildlife Federation website, and my yard, my garden qualifies as a certified wildlife habitat. So that's fun. So I'll get the little plaque and I'll put it out front. That's delightful. So let's talk about, let's see, sunscreen's gonna soak in. Let's talk about some, oh, we've got a couple of purchases that have come in, not many. So this is not like an actual haul, but I've been stalking a few things on Mercari, which is now my latest obsession. I got the RMS Beauty concealer, the Uncover Up concealer in 00, and then I went back and I actually got the foundation, so that's on its way. So I got the concealer and I'm getting the foundation, and then I got a palette that I'm probably going to use today. I've wanted this palette since Tara on Tara Babies said that she loved it. This is the Morphe Pony Constellation Sky palette. She's a biggin', and I have stalked her at my local store. It's a $36, you know, palette. Ooh, I hear the garage door. Mr. Mugwump's home. And a lot of people have put this up for sale on Mercari, but they wanted too much money. And they've completely destroyed this and this shade. Like these two marbly shades, they're completely destroyed. And so I was like, nope, don't want it yet. Until I found this seller, and I think I paid maybe $17 for her. And I can tell, you know, some shades have been swatched, but almost new. So I think I might use her today, which is exciting. I did get my Once Upon a Time palette repressed. So this is the J-Cat Beauty, the Dia and Noche. This is called Once Upon a Time. She looks a little bit rough, so don't judge. It was this shade that busted on the second resending from Ulta, and I was like, I'm not doing this again with them. So I went ahead and gathered the pieces that I could. And granted, I mean, it's probably half of the product. I'm never going to use it up. But I did use it in a makeup look, and it works just fine. Just repressed it with some rubbing alcohol and just pressed it down, put a paper towel on top, and pressed real hard, and we were good to go. So, updates on things that have happened since the last time that we talked. Okay, let's get ready for work. It's going to be a long day. Today's Tuesday. I'm saying this so I remember what meetings I have today and whether or not I'm going to be in front of people. let's just have a good time. Okay, I think I want the lighter P. Louise for this is the Rumor 0 shade in her eyeshadow base. I don't know where my palette is. I've restocked some things, and so my drawer over here to the right is Mood Show Full. All right, we're doing it on our fingers. This is the white base. Like white. But we're going to use it. And we'll work it out. We're going to work it out. Because I want a pastel look today to go with my pink bow and such. And I want it to be cute. Okay, hold on. Let me grab my brush. Okay, there we go. This is just a Real Techniques like crease brush. It does a good job with concealer and with eye primer. You know, blend that in some more. So let's talk about, oh, I don't know, other things. I watched all of the Perry Mason show on HBO. It was released, I think, in 2020. And I saw the first episode when it came out, and I was like, ooh, and then I completely forgot about it. Because I think they released it like, you know, show by show, episode by episode. And I don't do that. Like, I gotta watch the whole thing, or I don't want to talk about it. And so that's the problem. So I forgot about it promptly. And I think, anyway, I found it again and watched the whole thing. It was quite good. It was very dark, like quite dark. As far as some gore. I mean, not like, it's not a horror, but it's a detective show. But it wasn't the Perry Mason that I saw when I was a kid. I was obsessed with Perry Mason as a kid. I watched it when I was homesick. That's what I wanted to watch, was Perry Mason. So there you go. I really liked how he would find who did it, and then on the stand they would be like, confess that they did it. I love that. Anyway, it was really neat because this miniseries did a really good job of all of the characters who were in the old school Perry Mason law show were accounted for on how they came into his life, including the reason why he actually passed the bar in the first place was the prosecutor, like who the prosecutor who's always against in the courtroom, helped him actually pass the bar. It's just an interesting thing. It was cute. Not cute, adorable, but like clever. There we go. That's the word. I'm debating on what foundation to, that was the, sorry everyone, that as I just, this is the LYS Brave Aim High Liquid Highlighter. I put liquid highlighter all over my face, like all the time, as a primer when I want to be glowy. So it's just what I do. It's just what I do. I don't think I have a new, I mean, I have lots of new, but I don't want to use like new. I just want to like get it done. But I'm also like looking at everything in front of me and I don't know what to use, which is a problem. Let's use something easy. You know her, you love her, so do I. This is the Kat Von D Good Apple Foundation. Y'all, I can't tell you how much I love this, because you're gonna get sick and tired of me saying it, but I do love this, and it is not cheap. You can, hey, Mercari's a great place to look. This shade is too dark for me, so this is the shade Light 012. She is far too dark. We've hit pan because we are using her up before we use our actual shade that actually matches us. So what I'm going to do is apply with a brush and then blend out with a sponge, and you'll see it works like a charm. And I'm not going to go ham on this, because when it is too dark, if you go ham, it looks worse. So just hold tight and I'll show you what we're going to do. Mr. Mugwump's putting away groceries down there. You can see my CPAP indentation. I know I'm not hitting the outside of my face, but that's because I'm not trying to. Okay, now, I know that looks insane. You just hold on, friends. You just hold on. This is harder to pull off when I have my hair up, but I really don't care today. If you have your hair down and you have longer hair or whatever, a darker foundation is easier to pull off, in my opinion, because you got some distraction and some shadow as well. So let me tell you, this is the bee's knees as far as foundation goes. I love this foundation balm. It is so good. It is super high coverage. I used a very light amount today, but this bad boy works. And I'm excited that I've like hit pan on it. I've already used one up already. I bought 3 total, and it was the third one that I actually figured out was my shade. It took me that long to figure out my shade in this. This is a tough one to find your shade, and I got it when it first came out, and so it was very difficult because there weren't a lot of swatches, and it was also difficult to find a shade because TikTok had done its thing, and all these folks on TikTok were like, this is the best foundation ever, and then folks started buying it and they're like, no, it's not. So Mercari is a great place to find a foundation for like something like that goes viral, that like everybody buys, and then a lot of people find out that's actually not for them. I know I look insane with the white on my eyes and the too dark foundation. I know I do. Don't you worry. Okay. It's blended. It's fine. Let's concealer. Let's use the RMS. Let's use that. I really want to use it with the foundation, but let's try her today. It doesn't seem like crazy coverage. I don't know. I remember trying the foundation in a foil packet, probably with y'all, but it was a while ago. And I liked it, but I don't want to pay full price. So there's just some things on Mercari that I've got saved that I'm looking for, that if it comes up at the right price, I'll buy it, but if it doesn't, then I'm not. And it saves my searches. It tells me, y'all, Mercari does not know who I am. But it's neat because it'll tell me if something is new and put the new ones at the top, so that if I've seen, you know, everything already before, I don't have to see it again. It's nice. Yeah, anywho. It's not a bad concealer. All right, let's powder Laura Mercier Secret Under Eye Brightening, whatever. Okay, just fast. I need to get down to work soon, so we're just gonna go fast. Okay. Laura Geller Balance and Brighten Porcelain is what we're going to use today to set the old face. And I'm going to use a fluffy brush. I'm not going to super concentrate it, but I am going to get some on there. I've used Fair, Light, and Porcelain in this powder foundation, and all of them work great. Porcelain is the lightest, but they all work beautifully. They have a sheen, and if you use a flat top kabuki style brush, you will get a good amount of coverage. I'm just not doing that today because I don't care. Okay. Bronzer. Let's use an oldie but a goodie. You know, the one that's held together with packing tape. Let's use this one. This is the Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked Bronzer Powder and Ready to Go. She broke. I have a new one, but I'm like, but the old one still works. So I'm just this person in my life, and it is what it is. This is one of those beautiful bronzing powders that I have ever used. And it's cheap as chips. For me, I mean, it's like the right tone. It's not overly pigmented, but you can build it up. And it has a beautiful sheen. I love her. It is love. Okay. Right? Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Makeup Revolution. For blush today, let's use her. This is the CoverGirl Cheekers blush in something I can't read. Pink Candy. Somebody said this was a dupe for that Dior pink whatever blush that is all of the rage. I'm not buying a Dior blush. It better be really on sale. So I was like, I'll get the CoverGirl blush. So I did. And it's really pretty. It's a pinky color. It's a little tiny strip, you know. So I gotta keep putting my big old brush in it. I hear him. Good morning. I'm doing a video. Did you go to the grocery store? Mm-hmm. Did you buy me blueberries?
Mm-hmm. And you have a Panera frozen drink and a...
Do you have a beagle? Mm-hmm. Oh, breakfast. All right, we gotta hurry. We gotta hurry. Okay. Brows. I used up my It Cosmetics brow pencil, so I grabbed the e.l.f. one to use. This is the Instant Lift Brow Pencil in taupe. He went to Panera and got me a frozen drink. Let me tell you about this man. This week is a hard week for me. I told you at work. So yesterday he had to get a Hepatitis B vaccine. He didn't have to. He opted to. With school, he has his clinical in the fall. So like starting in August. So he has to have like all of his vaccinations up to date and everything in order to do that. And an optional vaccine here in the United States for some folks is the Hepatitis B vaccine. And he has had it before. And so he opted to re-up his. But the Hepatitis B vaccine is like a 6-month process. So he had to go in for his second of 3 vaccine like jabs, shots. And so he did that yesterday morning, and he left before I was awake. But I awakened soon after. And so he called when he was done, and he said, do you want a coffee drink, which is my favorite thing in the world, which is like frozen coffee, but also mixed with something else. It's not real coffee. And I said yes. And so he went to McDonald's because one of the coffee drinks that I love is a caramel frappe from McDonald's. And so he went to go get that. They were not able, I think, to do the frappe or whatever. He went to a second McDonald's, y'all. Get you a boo who will go to a second McDonald's to get you your drink. I love him. Good Lord, I love him. He's the best. Also, it was his birthday this weekend, so send him some love down below. He hates his birthday, but that's okay. You tell him. Okay, we're just going. We're just going to town on this here. I want to be pink, sparkly, and gorgeous. I'm a whole mood today. So I just see myself using this for all kinds of looks. Like, it's very me because it's very like, there's the purpley pinky things and then there's the neutral things, but it doesn't lean too warm. There's some gold and some warm browns, but it's not too warm. I don't like super warmth. So I think I'm gonna do the shade Mood. I get along with the Morphe formula, but I'm also incredibly fair, and so almost every kind of eyeshadow shows up on me. and so I don't have any issues. But I have always liked the Morphe formula. Even back in the days with the 35s, I was able to use it and happy to. I ain't got beef. So I was the only deterrent to this palette was the price. I didn't want to pay $36 for it, so I didn't. This is the shade called Mood. It's a matte pink, and I'm not going heavy in it because I'm going to work, so I need to not be a cartoon character, but you know, as you do. And then let's go with the purpley shade called Bora Bora. We'll do her in the outer corner and into the crease. Oh, I'm hungry too, and he got me an Asiago cheese bagel, toasted, and I used butter. I don't use cream cheese on my bagels. I don't know why that is, but since I was a kid, that's how I eat bagels. And I've always loved the bagels that are like onion or garlic or Asiago cheese are my favorite from Panera. I'm not like a normal person. I mean, I say that. They sell them, so obviously a lot of people eat them. But I don't like a sweet bagel. I like a savory bagel. What kind of bagel do you like? Do you like bagels? I will almost always choose a sweet, savory over a sweet for breakfast, like anyway. That blended out beautifully. A little powdery on the lavender, but not bad at all. That's so pretty. Good glory, that's pretty. All right, I don't know what shimmers I'm going to use. I do want to look at this is a topper. So this one here, this is a topper, and we will top with it. That's beautiful. So let's see. I don't have like a super light pink, but I do have this really pretty lavender. So let's go with the lavender, and we'll just do it all over our lid, and then we'll use the topper on the inner part and go above our crease with the topper. Oh, that's so pretty, y'all. Stop it. This is not like a super, the normal sparkly shades aren't like super, super creamy. The ones, this one is though. I now see why people have mushed it down, is because it's, but this is like a topper sparkly princess shade, and I love it. That's beautiful. Okay, let's do the other side. It's very big, so I don't want to say heavy, but it's holding it up. You can feel it, like that you normally wouldn't with other palettes because they're lighter than this or smaller than this, I guess. This is a, you know, you holding this one. Yep, this is gorgeous. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is still for sale. You can get this at Ulta. And I actually, now that I've used it, I would I pay $36? I don't know. I'm just so stingy with especially like Morphe stuff. I'm like, no, it's not worth it. Let's do a liner real quick, and we'll use like this dark matte purple down here. My other favorite Morphe palette is similar to this Color Story, but more pastel. And it's the 35i. It's called Ice Fantasy. And it is absolutely stunning. It's got topper shades that are like duochrome, and I love it. Absolutely love it. This is great. This is good. This is very good. I could see this being an everyday palette. Let me swatch this other topper. Yeah, I can see this being an everyday palette. This person has used that shade, and I can see why. It's gorgeous. And another one. Yeah, these are beautiful. Yep. That's, if not for the size, it would be almost a perfect everyday palette. But because of the size, you have quite a lot of variety. But the size kind of, it wouldn't be a good travel palette. It wouldn't, like, things like that. But it's, gosh, it's pretty. Okay, let's get eyelashes on. Because we got a coffee drink downstairs. So excited. Then we got to get to work, yo. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, so life advice. Last night there were 3 things that have been giving me guilt and that I was allowing me to feel guilty about. And last night I finally got fed up and I stood up and I went and did all 3 things. Like responded to a person that I hadn't responded to, like things like that. Like things that I was like, the longer I waited to do it, the worse that it got. You've been in this boat. I know you have. So I encourage you, stand up, go do those things today. Get them off of your plate, get them out of your brain, and get them done, because it won't get better with waiting. So get it done. There you go. There's your pep talk for the day. Let's use the Glam Mascara that has 2 different sides. It's got this one side that is a real separating rubber bristle curved wand. Real separating, real nice. The other side is a natural bristle brush and is more volumizing. I like them both, and I like them together. You kind of get the best of both worlds with this one. Very inexpensive mascara. It's got one of these. And I like it. Now I'm about to go eat a bagel, so I'm not going to put on crazy lip. Because I'll eat the bagel and then have to put on another lip. But I am going to put on one of my favorites. This is the iMethod Beauty like lip plumper gloss. And it's so good. It has menthol in it. So you feel that for about 7-8 minutes maybe. But it is a beautiful gloss. If I got a fuzzy, I think I did. Okay, let's spray. I have been using like a variety of sprays, and I need to choose one like to work on because there's a variety over here. And I don't know which one I want to use because I love them all. Let's use the Wet n Wild Saved by the Bell one. This one has a fragrance, a real fragrance. All right, there she is. Thank you so much for getting ready with me today and for listening to me blether on about stuff. I just appreciate y'all being in my life. Thank you so much for hanging out and using the products that we used. Stay tuned. We'll do, I'm excited about that RMS foundation coming in because I think that's going to be fun to try. And I will definitely be using this palette again because she's a beaut. Crikey, she's a beaut. You're welcome for that. If you have any questions, just leave them down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have, thanks so much. like the video. Okay, y'all have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye. Bagel.